this was a pretty good show overall, with a few hiccups. I'm myself Basics. I'm back to another video, and today I'm back. I'm going to be reviewing SmackDown. I didn't review it last week because I had my graduation, and also stupidly, I thought Dynamite was going to be on Friday tonight, and not actually. I thought it was going to be tonight, and Double or Nothing was going to happen. I'm stupid. I missed out on an episode of Dynamite on Friday, or not Friday, Wednesday. I did watch it. It was fine, I guess. There were some things I didn't really care about. They're setting up for a Double or Nothing, which I will do my predictions. And yeah, Miro versus Archer for the TNT title should be a very good match, a very good big man match. The Bucks versus Kingston and Moxley, that will probably be a fine match, even though it has the Insuffer Bucks, as many people will call them. Sting and Darby Allin will take on Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, and the Casino Battle Royal, and all that stuff. So yeah, I will do my predictions when I review Dynamite, maybe next week. Anyways, that was on Dynamite. Let's go to SmackDown. SmackDown was pretty good. I will have to say that. So, sorry about that. There was some yelling going outside my door. I had to see what was going on. Anyways, there's champions on stage. The Parade of Champions as Sonya Deville welcomes us. Dominic and Rey Mysterio, the tag champions. Bianca is the SmackDown Women's. Tamina and Natalya, they are the WWE Women's Tag, and Apollo Crews with the Commander Aziz Light is the IC champion. Where's Roman? Well, they'll talk about that here in a little bit. Sonya announces that WWE is going to be back on the road again. They're going to be doing a 25 city tour on the 16th through the 18th. They're going to be doing some shows in Texas. If you guys are going, please go by the protocols. Also, I forgot to mention, they did release some talent. There's a couple noteworthy ones. Velveteen Dream and Drake Warts are gone. And this is what I have to say about those two. Especially Velveteen Dream. Do not groom young kids. Don't groom people in general. Unless you happen to be a barber. Anyways, that's my quick thoughts on them. And there are some others that I kind of forgot about. I hear Alexander Wolf did actually get released, and one of my good buddies had to tell me. Vanessa Bourne and a couple others. So yeah, that was my quick thoughts on that. Kind of stupid how some talents did get released. But anyways, Sonya announced that WWE is going to be going on live events again, which AEW is going to be doing a full stadium or full crowd pay-per-view. If you guys are going to the live events for WWE, please go by the protocols, be safe. If you got your vaccinations, good on you guys. I don't know if I'm debating on getting mine or not, and if I do, I'll let you guys know. If things start to calm down a bit, and people are going to be, the restrictions are getting lifted up, which some places are, then still wear a mask in case, stuff goes haywire. She announces that Cruz says, he will retain in the Fatal 4-Way that's going to happen tonight. Heyman comes out. It's funny, Heyman came out to Roman Reigns' old theme. That was just kind of funny to me. He calls everyone title holders and not champions, and Roman's going to have his own championship celebration over his win over Cesaro at WrestleMania Backlash. And then Bayley enters the ring, saying that, oh, Dominic, you're riding the coattails of your dad. And she said that, Ray overstayed his welcome. She talks about how Cruz is cool because she's playing a heel. This was some good stuff here. Bayley saying that, Tamina and Natalya, they were crying over the title win. Yet, I think Bayley cried when her and Sasha had their best match, in my opinion, at TakeOver Brooklyn. That was just ironic. And she calls Bianca Belair a criminal. A white woman telling a black woman she's a criminal on Fox Network News at 11. Yeah. I'm not going to, hold back on Fox because Fox is really stupid. The people there are making questionable decisions on how they, support things. And I will just say this: you can support whoever you want, but if you are a toxic piece of human feces, then I have zero respect for you. Then Bianca comes down, saying that do you want to have a rematch? Then Shayna and Nia attack. Then so does Snuka and Natalya. Snuka around 6 women. Please check the elevators. Then we have a 6-woman tag: Bayley, Nia, and Baszler versus Tamina, Natalya, and Belair. Match was okay. Bianca did look like she tweaked her knee, so I hope she's okay. Coquina clutch on Natalya, and that's it. And that'll set up a rematch on Raw for the tag titles. Okay, it got to the point. Kayla, who looks gorgeous tonight, man, you rock that lipstick, girl. She's with the Biggie. Biggie is going to, say that he'll, go through everyone in order to get the Intercontinental Championship. This was a pretty good promo. Biggie was really hyped up. And then Aleister Black, Tales of the Dark Father, Chapter 4, Beautiful Pain. Talks about how the tattoos and all the sacrifices people had to make. This was odd, but it did lead to some at the end of the show, which is a little interesting. So, yeah, it was. I don't know what they're really doing with Black here, but they're at least doing something. And he'll say you'll pay for your sins and stuff like that. It's kind of like what Mordecai used to do back in 2004. And then Mordecai became Kevin Thorne, who was a vampire gimmick. Nothing against Kevin Fatigue. Great athlete, stupid gimmicks. Then King Corbin comes down. He does not have his crown. And, we found out that, Nakamura, lost to a match to him last week. And, Nakamura attacked him and then took his crown, and he was taking it everywhere, on his car, and he even had a picture of his cat. It was actually kind of funny. And Corbin says that, this was a very bland promo by Corbin. Corbin can usually cut good promos, but this was a little scripted. And I mean a very scripted. He was looking at the camera a lot, and he says, the king, you made the king, may be the king of strong side, but I am the king of the ring? You forgot to finish your sentence there, Corbin. Rick Boogs. He is, Erica Bugenhagen. Bugenhagen, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Bogenhagen? I think it's Bogenhagen. He's like an indie promoter. He was an indie guy, and then he came into WWE. He's been there for 4 years. I think he lost his debut match to Lars Sullivan, made some sporadic appearances here and there. Guy's a hell of a guitarist. I mean, that was some good guitar work. And then he plays, the violin solos to Nakamura's theme. Pat McAfee is one of the best things that ever happened on his show. Pat McAfee calls it like a sport, and he really, drags the audience in while Michael Cole is just standing there like a Vince McMahon puppet and basically ruining all the fun and piss and winery that is on this show. But Vince McMahon thinks that Cole's the voice of this generation. No, he's really not, Vince. Cole is very bad at his job. And McAfee is doing everything he can to make the show good. And this was a good show. McAfee, Eric Petard, this man just has it all. He's got Bobby the Brain Heenan written all over him. It's amazing. So yeah, we get a rematch, Nakamura versus Corbin. It was fine. Corbin's a good worker. His character's just bland. And then Boogs distracts. And then a inside cradle 1, 2, 3. And Corbin's mad and all that stuff. So okay, it was fine. And then DeVille and Jimmy Uso are backstage, and then Uso says, we're back on the road. We want the smoke. He wants a tag match with Jay to take on the Street Profits next week. Okay, cool. They confirmed that later on. Reigns, Heyman, and Jay, they're in the ring. Or they come down, and then Kevin Owens cuts a promo saying that he'll stun Apollo Crews as many times as he can to, win the title. He'll powerbomb Sami Zayn until he gets the conspiracy out of his way. And he said he'll do anything to stop Big E from retaining the title or win the title. Okay, it's the hype of the main event. Roman, Heyman, and Jay, they come down. And they show recaps of what happened at WrestleMania Backlash between Reigns and Cesaro for the Universal title. Which, watch that match. It's one of the best Cesaro matches I've seen. And it proves that Cesaro is a main eventer. I don't know if he's going to win the world title. One can dream. I wouldn't mind him winning. But I felt like it was like 7 years too late. So, yeah. Reigns saying that, bring out Jimmy, bring out my cousin. Cesaro comes out. He's in an arm sling because, he hurt it. He injured it during Roman and his match with Roman. Roman saying, you're not my cousin. Cesaro saying, I'm not your cousin, but I want another shot at Hell in a Cell. Rollins comes down and attacks. Rollins, what is with your fashion choices? I'm seriously worried about your wardrobe. And then Rollins keeps attacking him, throwing his arm into the, the ring, or not into the ring, the steps and into the barricade. He's like, I'm cool. Then he gives him a stomp. Cesaro got cut above here. He got gashed a little bit, which that was a little scary. He seems fine though. And then a stomp onto the steel. Then EMTs come down, do a stretcher job. We cut back. We go to break, and then we come backstage. Rollins is saying, I don't know who that was. I blanked out. I snapped. And then Rollins is like, you did this to me. You did this to me. How could you do this to me? All that stuff. When are you going to learn all that stuff? It's basically what happened when Cesaro, or when Rollins, accidentally, he, put Mysterio's eye, he poked Mysterio's eye out of his socket, and that led an eye for an eye match at the Horror Show of Extreme Rules. I am not doing a ha thing because I know a certain subscriber that's going to laugh at me for that, and you know who you are. So, yeah, Mysterio's come down, and then the Dirty Dogs show up. And they show a recap of what happened at Backlash. I'm just calling it Backlash. But they took Rude and Ziggler taking out Dom. It was just a 2-on-1 match. And then Dominic, came back and they ultimately won the tag titles. Emotional moment for Mysterios, for Aaliyah and Angie. Ray's wife and daughter. Aaliyah is his daughter and Angie is his wife. And then Rude and Dominic, it went for like 2.5 minutes, and Dominic won clean with the 619. Thanks for coming, Rude. Okay, Jay backstage, and then Jimmy shows up saying that we have a tag match next week, and Jay's like, you need to tell me this beforehand, all that stuff, and Jimmy's saying, you helped. You kind of rekindled yourself and you repackaged yourself. You're now you're a main eventer, and now you're with our cousin, and you're underdrawing more about a royal winner and all that stuff. So, okay. And then Reigns and Heyman backstage, and Jay shows up talking about how, he's telling Roman what Jay said earlier. And Roman's like, he needed to get him in check, all that stuff. He hugs him. Aww, loving. Street Profits backstage saying that they're ready to take on the Usos. Zayn and Kayla are backstage. Zayn's talking about, he's going to win back his Intercontinental Championship. Zayn versus Kevin Owens versus Big E versus Apollo Crews with the Commander Aziz Light for the IC title, Fatal 4-Way. This was a car wreck, but in a good way. It was a bit messy, but these guys worked. This was a very fun main event. I was not bored by it. Spots aplenty. We get dives. We get moonsaults. The whole was Commander Aziz only interfered once, which I was surprised. I figured that every time Apollo was gonna take the pin, he was going to drag people out. That wasn't the case. Owens being insane and taking a exploder suplex on the floor. Why? German suplexes. Double German suplex. This was a very fun match. A frog splash, a senton, Big E doing the spear through the ropes. Why do you plan on leaving this Mortal Realm so soon, Big E? Apollo proving that he is a great athlete. Cannonballs aplenty, Blue Thunder Bomb, Exploder Suplex, a Fisherman Brainbuster from off the top, no, and a kick out. But the ending was a bit weird, but a bit interesting. So Big E hits the big ending, and Sane and KO are out. They're on the outside. We get a big ending to Apollo. Then Commander Aziz Light. I'm gonna keep saying that because every time I think of Aziz, I think of the Fifth Element. Tony Lister as the president. Rest in peace, Zeus. And then Babatunde. His name's Babatunde, but they keep changing his name. He tries to throw Big E into the ring post, but Big E throws him into the ring post. Then the lights dim, or the lights go out, and McAfee's like, "What the hell's going on?" And then a fog shows up. Aleister Black shows up. Okay. He's got a weird contact thing. I don't know why they're doing that with him. But what happens is Apollo, grabs hold of Big E's leg, and then a Black mass. You could see Black hitting his thigh when he makes the contact. I thought they banned thigh slapping from WWE. Which good, because that really exposed the business. And then 1, 2, 3. Okay, if this leads to a series of matches or a feud between Big E and Aleister Black, I'm all for that. But yeah, I don't know who's going to challenge Apollo next. We'll have to see, maybe another mid-card talent, but this was a fun show overall. A lot of good stuff here. So, yeah, what did you guys think of this show? Did you think it was good? Did you think it was bad? Let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Join the herd. I'll talk to you guys next video. Peace out.